Hello traders and welcome back. We're thrilled to have you here as today we'll explore a dynamic day trading strategy that revolves around three key exponential moving averages, the 9, 20, and 50 EMAs. These moving averages are essential tools that can help you spot trends, identify key support and resistance level, and execute precise trades. Imagine being able to confidently navigate the markets, capitalizing on profitable trades and making informed decisions with ease. Whether you're looking to supplement your income or pursue day trading as a full-time career, this strategy can unlock new possibilities. So let's get started. Hit that subscribe button and join us in our mission to educate, inspire, and empower individuals interested in the financial markets. So, what makes EMAs unique? Unlike simple moving averages, EMAs give more weight to recent price data, making them more responsive to market changes. This responsiveness allows us to stay in tune with the latest price action and react swiftly to market trends. Now, let's take a closer look at the specific EMAs we'll be utilizing in our day trading strategy, the 9, 20, and 50 EMAs. These particular periods have proven effective for identifying short to medium-term trends and key support and resistance level. The 9-period EMA is relatively fast and responds quickly to price changes, helping us identify short-term trends. The 20-period EMA provides a slightly longer-term view, serving as a key indicator of the overall market direction. Lastly, the 50-period EMA helps us gauge the strength of medium-term trends. Moving further, let's talk about timeframes as they play a vital role in our strategy. They provide different perspectives on the market and help us align our trades with the overall trend. Let's explore the specific timeframes we'll be utilizing for different aspects of our trading approach. For our entry points, we'll primarily focus on the 5-minute timeframe. This shorter timeframe allows us to capture precise price movements and execute trades efficiently. It provides us with real-time data, enabling us to identify potential trade setups and make timely decisions. However, we don't want to neglect the bigger picture. To spot certain breakouts and capitalize on larger price movements, we'll also analyze the 15-minute or 30-minute timeframes. These timeframes provide us with a broader view of the market and help us identify significant price breakouts or reversals. Now, let's talk about spotting the overall market trend. For this, we'll turn to higher timeframes, such as the 1 hour or even longer. These timeframes allow us to assess the market's broader movement and determine whether it's exhibiting a bullish or bearish bias. When referring to bullish and bearish market structure, we're looking for patterns of higher highs and higher lows in an uptrend, indicating a bullish bias. Conversely, lower highs and lower lows in a downtrend indicate a bearish bias. Recognizing these classic market structures helps us align our trades with the prevailing trend. The strategy works well on certain market conditions. For example, it won't work on a ranging market structure as the EMAs will give a lot of false signals. What we'll do is looking to catch the move from one swing point to the other. For example, in an uptrend, we'll want to catch the move, or a partial part of that move, from one higher low to the next higher high. If the market creates a ranging zone at a higher low, it will be in our advantage as we will be looking for potential entry when the price breaks the resistance of that ranging zone. Now, let's uncover the entry and exit rules for our EMA day trading strategy. These rules will guide us in making precise entry decisions and effectively managing our trades. We'll start with our entry rules, which are designed to help us identify optimal entry points that align with the prevailing trend and provide favorable risk-reward ratios. Our first entry rule requires the price to be above all three EMAs, the 9, 20, and 50 EMAs. This condition ensures that we're entering trades in alignment with the overall trend and increases the probability of successful trade. Another entry rule involves the price breaking a significant support or resistance area. This breakout indicates potential strength in the trend and can present excellent trading opportunity. Additionally, we can look for break and retest setups, where the price breaks a support or resistance zone and come back to retest the zone. This retest acts as a confirmation of the breakout and can offer a favorable entry point. Furthermore, we'll keep a close eye on how the price respects the 20 and 50 EMAs as support or resistance level. If the price bounces off these EMAs and shows signs of continuation in the direction of the trend, it can serve as an entry signal. Sometimes when the price retests the 20 or the 50 EMAs, it will be below the 9 EMA. Don't worry, this won't be a significant problem. Remember, we always go with the trend. Now, let's move on to our exit rules, which are crucial for managing our trades effectively and maximizing profits. As an exit rule, we'll set our take profit level at major support or resistance areas. These areas act as significant price barriers and can potentially halt the price's movement or trigger reversal. To protect ourselves from excessive losses, we'll always set a stop loss. The stop loss can be placed below the last support or above the last resistance, providing a buffer against unfavorable price movement. Alternatively, we can set the stop loss below or above the entry candle or the candlestick setup, depending on the trade setup. These rules aim to secure profits and limit potential losses in our day trading endeavors. Now, let's go over some market examples. Here we have a short trade example. The overall market structure was bearish, so the best idea was to look for short opportunity. We have this low formed right here where the bulls entered the market and pushed the price higher up to this small resistance area. The price rejected this area, and also we can see how it rejected the 50 EMA. We can call it a confluence between that resistance zone and the 50 EMA level. We opened a short trade when this candle closed below the EMAs and also below the last two candles, expecting the price to drop more. The stop loss level was set at the last resistance, and we chose to set two take profit level. One at the last low where we will close half of our position, and we set the next one, lower, around a major support area created on higher time frames. After we opened the trade, the price started to drop more, printing two favorable bearish candles. After these two candles, the price printed this big bearish candle which closes below the last low. This aspect indicates that sellers are still in control. After that bearish candle, we can see how the price formed a small ranging zone. This aspect indicates a sort of indecision in the market. And because this is a trade based on lower timeframes, we chose to move our stop loss level at break even. 30 minutes later, the price hits our take profit level, making this trade a winning one. Keep in mind that this trade doesn't mean that this strategy works well every time. Here we have another example. This time it is a loss or a small profit trade, depending on how you want to manage your trades. In our opinion, this should be a small profit trade, but let's see why. Let's say you spotted that the overall market structure is bullish, so you're looking for buys. You see that the price rejected a major support area and created a ranging zone. After that, the price manages to break the resistance area, and you open a long trade, targeting the last high. If you had opened a long position, you wouldn't have been too happy to see the price rise and then start moving sideways. From this example, we can learn that when we see signs that the price no longer has the strength to continue the anticipated move, the best option is to take some profits if possible, and move the stop loss to break even. This way, we protect our account from unnecessary losses. Trading based on emotions and the fear of missing out on a potentially larger profit will not get you anywhere. On the contrary, in the long run, this approach will drag you down and turn your trades, which have a clear outcome, into simple bets that will result in losses.